The void stretched endlessly before the alien armada. Thousands of warships drifted silently in the cold vacuum of space, each vessel a testament to the technological superiority of the Arknath. The Arknath had never known defeat. For centuries they had expanded their empire, consuming entire worlds and subjugating countless species, yet the humans were different. The reports had been chilling: worlds reduced to ashes, fleets annihilated, soldiers vanishing without a trace. What the humans lacked in numbers and resources, they made up for in sheer adaptability and ruthless ingenuity. Their tactics defied logic. Their weapons seemed crude at first glance, but wielded with terrifying precision. High Commander Zelthar stood on the bridge of the flagship Chronis. His 6 eyes scanned the holographic display before him. The planet designated as Sol 3 lay ahead, bathed in the light of its yellow star. The humans had made no attempt to hide their presence. Their cities gleamed like beacons across the planet's surface, daring the Arknath to strike. Zelthar turned to his second-in-command, Captain Forth. The humans are weak. Their technology is primitive. Their numbers are insufficient, yet they have repelled every attempt at conquest. How? Captain Forth's mandibles clicked nervously. They are unpredictable, High Commander. They do not adhere to the patterns we have studied in other species. They exploit every weakness, even those we cannot foresee. They seem to thrive on chaos. Chaos. Zelthar mused. The Arknath despised chaos. Their entire society was built on order and precision. Every decision, every strategy meticulously calculated. The humans defied that. They were an anomaly, a disruption in the perfect equation of conquest. Prepare the fleet, Zelthar ordered. We will crush this anomaly once and for all. The fleet surged forward, engines roaring to life as the Arknath warships closed in on Earth. The humans responded quickly. Their own fleet rose from the planet's surface, smaller, less advanced, but brimming with determination. The two forces met in a cataclysmic clash of fire and metal. Human ships darted through the Arknath formation, striking with pinpoint accuracy before vanishing into the void. Their maneuvers were reckless. Impossible, yet they succeeded again and again. Arknath vessels exploded in fiery bursts as human pilots executed maneuvers no Arknath would dare attempt. Zelthar watched the chaos unfold, his 6 eyes narrowing in frustration. Adaptation. He realized the humans adapted faster than any species he had ever encountered. They learned from every encounter, every mistake. They turned their weaknesses into strengths, their disadvantages into opportunities. Send in the ground forces, Zelthar commanded. If we cannot defeat them in space, we will overwhelm them on the surface. Arknath dropships descended upon Earth, unleashing waves of soldiers and war machines. The humans met them with fierce resistance. Their soldiers fought with a ferocity that bordered on madness. They wielded weapons crafted from their planet's limited resources, yet they used them to devastating effect. The Arknath had underestimated the humans once again. They had not accounted for the human spirit, the unyielding drive to survive and protect what was theirs. They had not understood the lengths to which humanity would go to defend their home. In the ruins of a shattered city, Zelthar himself led a contingent of Arknath warriors. He moved with precision, every step calculated, every strike flawless, yet the humans were there at every turn, ambushing, striking, vanishing into the shadows. They fought as individuals, each one a force of nature united by a common purpose. Zelthar encountered a human soldier in the wreckage of a collapsed building. The soldier's uniform was torn, his face smeared with blood and dirt, yet his eyes burned with defiance. He held a weapon unlike anything Zelthar had seen before, crude yet deadly. The human spoke, his voice steady despite the chaos around them. We don't give up, High Commander. We adapt, we endure, we overcome. Zelthar lunged forward, his blade slicing through the air. The human dodged and fired his weapon, a burst of energy striking Zelthar's armor. The High Commander staggered, but recovered quickly. He struck again and again, each move precise, yet the human countered with an unpredictability that defied logic. The battle raged on around them. The humans fought with a tenacity that shook the Arknath to their core. Their tactics were unorthodox, their strategies unconventional, yet they prevailed again and again. The Arknath were unprepared for such resistance. In the end, the Arknath retreated. Their fleet shattered, their forces decimated. The humans had won not through superior technology or numbers, but through sheer determination and ingenuity. They had shown the Arknath that chaos could be a weapon, that adaptability was a strength. Back aboard the Chronis, High Commander Zelthar stood in silence, contemplating the defeat. The humans had exposed a flaw in the Arknath's perfection, a weakness in their unyielding adherence to order. They are not like the others, Zelthar said to Captain Forth. They are more than we can comprehend. Captain Forth nodded, his mandibles clicking in agreement. They are unbeatable, High Commander. As the cronies and the remnants of the Arknath fleet disappeared into the void, humanity stood victorious. They had faced an enemy unlike any other and emerged stronger. Their resilience, their adaptability, their indomitable spirit had triumphed. And in the cold depths of space, the Arknath would remember the humans not as prey, but as a force to be feared, a testament to the power of chaos and the strength of the human will. The Arknath fleet limped back to their homeworld. Their ships were scorched and battered, their ranks decimated. The defeat weighed heavily on High Commander Zelthar, who had never faced anything like this before. He replayed the battles in his mind, every encounter, every maneuver, every human strategy. It was not just their weapons or tactics, it was something deeper, something intangible. The humans were not bound by the rules of warfare. They broke every convention, turned every disadvantage into a weapon, and fought with a resolve that defied reason for centuries. The Arknath had conquered through precision and order, but the humans thrived on chaos. Zelthar convened the Arknath High Council to discuss the campaign. The council chamber was vast, its walls adorned with the symbols of Arknath victories past. Zelthar stood at the center, his 6 eyes scanning the gathered leaders. The humans are unlike any species we have encountered. They are a paradox. They lack our technology, our strength, our discipline, yet they are stronger than any foe we have faced. One counselor, a veteran of countless campaigns, clicked his mandibles in disapproval. They are primitive, High Commander. They should have been no match for us. Zelthar turned to face the counselor. If they are primitive, how did they defeat us? The chamber fell silent. The counselors exchanged uneasy glances. No one had an answer. Zelthar continued, they adapt faster than we can predict. They do not fight as a collective mind like us, but as individuals, each one a force of will. Their strength is not in their weapons or numbers, but in their resilience, their refusal to surrender. Another counselor spoke cautiously. What do you propose, High Commander? Zelthar paused, considering his words. We must change. If we continue as we are, the humans will destroy as they have shown us the limits of our perfection. To survive, we must learn from them. The council erupted in murmurs of dissent. The Arknath had always prided themselves on their unchanging nature. Their flawless order to adapt to chaos was unthinkable, yet Zelthar had seen the truth. The humans will come for us, Zelthar warned. They will not wait for us to strike again. If we do not evolve, they will annihilate us. Meanwhile, on Earth, humanity celebrated their victory. The scars of war were still fresh, but the sense of triumph was overwhelming. For the first time in history, the nations of Earth had united. They had faced an enemy from the stars and won. In the aftermath of the war, humanity began to prepare for the future. They knew the Arknath might return, but they were ready. They had proven that they could not only survive, but thrive in the face of impossible odds. Leaders from across the globe gathered to discuss the next steps. It was clear that Earth could no longer remain isolated in the universe. Humanity was no longer just a species confined to a single planet. They were now a force to be reckoned with. A young commander who had fought in the war stood before the assembly. The Arknath thought they could break us, but they only made us stronger. They united us, showed us what we are capable of together. We will not only defend our world, but reach for the stars. Humanity began to expand their reach into space. Their scientists reverse-engineered Arknath technology, creating ships and weapons that surpassed anything they had ever dreamed. They established colonies on other planets, forged alliances with other species who had suffered under the Arknath's rule. As the years passed, the Arknath watched from the shadows their once mighty empire reduced to a mere shadow of its former self. They saw humanity growing stronger, forging a new destiny among the stars. And deep in the heart of the Arknath homeworld, Zelthar continued his work. He studied humanity's ways, their resilience, their adaptability. He knew that the Arknath could never return to their former glory without embracing the chaos they once feared. The humans had shown the galaxy that strength was not just about power, but about will, and as their ships ventured further into the cosmos, they carried with them a message, one that would echo across the stars. We are humanity. We adapt, we endure, we overcome.